Hey there, guys. Here I am again, all bundled up, as you can see. Not because it's that cold, but basically because there's, a bit of aches and pains, old woman aches from my activities yesterday, and nothing to worry about, really. It's really fine. Actually, I like it better with less of the white. So, I had tiny bit of a card trick, so to speak, and I also want to do a bit of a check-in for, anyone who likes that type of thing over here and over there and wherever you are. I'm still rather a bit in two minds about things. Yesterday, I had to go to the social restaurant for the very last time. My hair is standing on end. Don't know why. I did brush it. And it's just like, because hair brain. So, ding, 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 ding. That's what happens, you know. The social restaurant, it's actually, I realized that it was one of the very few, if ever, times where I got to say goodbye to a thing myself. And not only that, because I chose to go. So there's been a bit of that coming back in my life, where I'm reminded of my dad disappeared, my mother passed away, my granddad passed away, moving house endlessly. I have never known anything else than yank, 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 And I tried to get attached to people, and now I can't anymore. I'm 53 and it's really difficult. So my card trick thing, I hope this is going to be a relatively short one. 20 minutes or so would be nice. Quite enough, don't you think? What I did is I am breaking out my Halloween tarot again, because it's that time of the year. I've been shopping like crazy, but not getting anything so far. I do have a bit of money, so drool, but there's all sorts of buts going on, and so far I haven't run into the thing that I'm supposed to be getting. So later today, I will be getting back to my Ceremonial de la Roca project, which I'm enjoying hugely. And at least I have a reason for doing that, because it's a deck that has angel symbols in the, corners and angel associations, which I think is rather cool. All that is sort of related to cards, but still not my trick that I'm going to talk to you about just now. What I basically did is there's this girl at the social restaurant who still works there, who has been rather friendly towards me. And I suppose I've been friendly to her as well. I don't know how those things work. And here's me being awkward in so many ways. Wow. So she actually called me this morning, and I wasn't at the phone at that time, so I didn't hear. There she is again, calling back. Now I'm not stopping now to pick her up, It's not an option. I will call back later, which will be the fourth attempt on both our sides then. The thing is, I don't really know what to do with her, because I don't know her. And because I'm old, I tend to interact with people that I know relatively well. You know how that is. You tend to have people in some sets of categories, and that's it, really. There isn't really all that fresh blood coming in. And I have tried to sort of make up my mind about her. She seems nice, but I can also see she's a lot younger than me. And things, potential thunderclouds on the horizon. I don't know. What I did, the card thing. Okay, let me just get into that. I shuffled my cute little modified, yes, inspired by Simon at the Hermit's Cave, of course. Halloween Tarot, which I love to pieces. And I still think it's a wonderful deck. It's a lot better. You just have to pay attention to the details. What I did is I shuffled with the situation in mind, not only her exactly, but also myself, basically. How am I going to interact with new people? That's what I want. I do want this. How am I going to go about this? What does it involve? How should I, I have no idea. And because of all the changes and the processes in my own life, I don't want to be talking about that the whole time. I don't really have that much in common with her, I think. So I'm completely at a loss as to, especially in this particular case. But then again, she's an interesting case. She's interesting, definitely. And she's clever and she's got stuff to talk about. So, but not that much in common. That's different. My thing was I shuffled and I just took 5 cards off the top. This may be completely traditional. I've no idea. I've never really seen. I see people take cards off the top, one after the other, just like you would do solitaire, like one after the other, like that. Sometimes I suppose it's just a question of personal style. And the cards I got in this instance, and I suppose they will reflect on any other interactions I can have with any other people, because it's like starting my life over again in many ways. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's been a huge roller coaster of changes inside me, basically, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on YouTube, sharing all these wild things, where quite often the old ideas are kind of gone, and I have to sort of slowly try and figure things out. I've also got to be a bit patient with myself. I get the Ace of Imps, and that's one way of looking at things. I get the Hanged Man, and this is one of the subtle details that I think is rather cool. At the top of the card here, you can see those 2 crows or ravens. So obviously, there is an Odin reference here, as there should be. 3rd card, 2 of Pentacles, which I like. I'm always a fan of the Pentacles suit anyway. The 6 of Ghosts, 6 of Cups that is, and the 5 of Imps. And just as with the Ace of Imps just now at the beginning, those are wands, obviously. So the set of these 2 struck me, also especially coming after the 2 of Pentacles. I think this is rather a nice little 5-card dealio here, which kind of gives me a bit more of a sense of what it is that I can expect. I can expect generosity, the 6 of Cups. I can also expect some interactions that I will experience as kind of struggly, or especially with her, because she's a fiery temperament and she's she doesn't always listen really well, and it's a different generation. Like I've said to other people, I might just well tell myself this. So things are different. So I don't know. I really don't know. I have to just now go check this message. Just a second. Very clever system. Because I actually managed to confirm some type of a moment for us to get together on Wednesday evening. So I will write that down in here. Wednesday is actually okay. Wednesday evening, Merlin. Like so. So we will see what that gives. I'm not even properly awake. And I'm filming. Why am I filming? It's been... Let's have a bit more coffee. We're moving into the season where the nights are a lot longer on this end of on the side of the planet, definitely. And hence also I enjoy this tarot so much with all the immensely warm colors. And I've been looking at this deck again, I don't know, in the past couple of days or so. And turns out that there's quite a number of these cards that have this, it's a bit cartoony sometimes, and that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. And like here, for example, in this Two of Pentacles, one of the pumpkins is lit on the inside and the other one isn't. That's type of detail. I like this a lot. I have been looking at decks. I've been driving myself nuts, trying to find something that floats my boat. But I'm not really all that easy to please, I think. Especially is in terms of drawing and art style. I basically enjoy Renaissance, like you know, of course, by now. Art style and drawing and anatomically correct, you know, more or less drawing a lot. There is like a lot of Scarabeo decks that I like a lot, like Italian Renaissance type styles and that type of thing. But they're really old-fashioned in the world view as it is presented. It's like it's... we've had so many gut-wrenching experiences since then. This... Oh, God. It's so hard to find things that really... And, for example, I'm looking at round decks. I've seen... this, you know, the Mother Peace tarot, which as in general style I like. It's really not such a, I mean, the colors are really pretty and I like the inspiration behind it. But the drawing style doesn't really, it doesn't impress me. I guess that's it really. Maybe that's the thing. I want to go, oh, this is gorgeous, drool, this I gotta have, you know? And then I will go get it. And as long as it's just, oh yeah, I see what they want, I see this. I'm not spending, because that's the way I am, really. It's not that I don't want to spend, I just don't have the money, simply. So, whereas, funnily enough, in all its simplicity, for the Halloween tarot, really, it just works. And I am sort of rediscovering it. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Yahoo! With bats instead of swords. A great idea. No carving up of people. Ace of Pumpkins. I'm not so much a candy type person, which is why I've been looking at the Nicoletta Ciccoli also. But all that candy just makes my teeth ache. So, and it's so personal, right? Which style you're crazy about and which you're not. It's really incredible. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Look at that. I don't really know even about all this Halloween type activities and with the, whatchamacallit, you know, there's a name for those things. I don't know what they're called. Queen of Swords. Cool. Right. Yeah. I suppose I'll run into it. And quite often, also the thing that's happened to me recently is that I've been watching unboxings of more newer and recent things where I was kind of really actively drooling and going like, okay, might be actually something that I got to get at some point. And then there is the deal breaker card. There's one card. One single card. Every other card is to die for. Beautiful. And there's this one card in it that's just mainly for me, it's too cruel. There's too much cruelty. Which I'm a softie, you know, I'm marshmallow inside, so it's not happening. So I gotta look after myself. I gotta look out for myself. Hence also this card draw here that I did, which I found just 5 off the top, right? Found to be working perfectly. I tend to normally spread my deck out after I've shuffled it. I spread them out in front of me and I go sort of feel for the right types of cards. And sometimes that takes quite a long time. And now at this moment, I felt like I don't need that type of searching mode, you know. Let me just do it this way. And it worked just fine because as I interpret this, I can see, you know, there's opportunities for change in the Ace of Imps, the Ace of Wands here. There's a risk or a chance, depending on how you look at it, at being turned upside down by other people, which is actually rather cool because too much set in my ways, you know. You know, what with being over 50 and all that. The Two of Pumpkins, which I take to be really a card for also, funnily enough, also learning to be on my own team in practical circumstances. So not let people take me over, which has always happened. Chameleon mode, you know, very difficult. And then opportunities for both generosity, like I said, and yeah, a bit more challenging interactions with people, which I'm scared of and don't know how to deal with at all ever. So, but I can't just sit here by myself forever, can I? So it'll just have to be. Here I am, resigned to having a new friend, possibly. Don't I suck? Don't you just think that I am completely not? Yeah, because I've never had any friends, really. I have a few friends that I tend to have to... They're a lot of work. I always have to make the thing work, and it's always been my responsibility to make the friendship work and all that. Sorry guys, endless ramble. I will, what is it, 17 minutes. I will buckle it up, finish my coffee and text back to this young person here who's trying to enter my life apparently. Weirdness, very weird. However, maybe you enjoy looking at the Halloween cards anyway, and maybe it'll be you know, like an invitation for you to take out your own copy of this or another similar type of deck that is a change for a different season. Thank you for watching, you guys. Thank you for listening to me be all over the place. Okay? Bless you, and see you again next week. Okay? I will have finished the ceremonial thing by then, so I'll be able to show you that. Okay? See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.